And the one thing that is beautiful about a divine partnership or two people who embody leadership in the relationship is truly showing that other person that they are not alone in their own experiences. Welcome to the Conscious Publicist Podcast, a space where thoughts become ideas to advocate for a more conscious human experience in the media. Our thoughts and ideas inspire action, and the most notable leaders and organizations have transformed thoughts and ideas into global initiatives that have impacted the lives of millions. My name is Ashley Graham, and as a woman-owned business founder and publicist, I guide leaders, visionaries, and creators in discovering their conscious media voice and methodologies that inspire connection, community, and impact through aligned media channels. In this podcast, we'll dive into public relations, thought leadership, business, and entrepreneurship, all through the lens of being a conscious human being. I'll take you behind the scenes into the habits, thoughts, and modalities that have helped leaders shift past paradigms of limiting beliefs, comparison, and self-doubt to show up for themselves to become the subject matter experts they were called to be. Subscribe to the show on Apple or Spotify and join us on this journey of awakening the conscious, enlightened leader within you. Hello, everyone. We are finally back with another episode on the Self-Mastery series after a much-needed pause and reflection. Myself, I had a very exciting milestone take place a month ago. And as I was sitting down reflecting on where to jump back in for our self-mastery series, I think it would actually be really empowering to share my perspective, my milestone, and how this pertains to self-mastery when it comes to our romantic relationships. To start us off, I do want to state or express that in my perspective, self-mastery bridges the connection between thought leadership, business success, and personal growth. However, it also is a bridge to our romantic relationships and how our lessons and our reminders and our reflections in our romantic relationships also is a catalyst on how we lead in other forms or areas of our life when it comes to thought leadership or business or any other relationships in our lives. If you have taken the time to listen to the other episodes in the Self-Mastery series, I want to personally express that when it comes to the Self-Mastery Blueprint and some of the other elements that I have included in that content, I have followed myself personally. I have followed the Self-Mastery Blueprint in my personal life, in my business life, and my romantic life, which ultimately is the true inspiration for the topic today. Now, diving into my personal story. On August 26th, my incredible partner, Allie, posed a question that would forever alter the course of our journey together. My dynamic and partnership with Allie has been something that I have never experienced before. Our leadership lessons that we activate between the both of us and all of the other areas of growth that have expanded since we have entered into partnership with one another has truly been remarkable. But the question that he posed on August 26th was the question to marry him. Our engagement story is unique in itself, but there is one thing that I want to touch upon when it comes to this question that really truly is remarkable for our future entwined to come. And beyond the ring and the promise of a future entwined in marriage is the deeper significance that the prospect of marriage brings. Marriage to myself, and I believe that Allie would attest to this as well, is that it's so much more than just marriage. It symbolizes a future of expansion, an odyssey of individual and collective growth, and an unyielding commitment to navigate the intricacies of life as a partnership. Allie and I's story is not just one of romance. I truly believe that Allie and I's dynamic is a saga of leadership lessons that have unveiled themselves through the lens of our relationship. This journey, traveling from partners to forthcoming spouses, has been a tapestry woven with threads of deep self discovery, inner resilience, and ultimately an unwavering faith in each other's potential. I don't want to get too carried away on this part of the message here, but this year for myself personally has presented many experiences to ultimately bring me down to mastering acceptance. And the one thing that is beautiful about a divine partnership or two people who embody leadership in the relationship is truly showing that other person that they are not alone in their own experiences. That is what I truly mean by weaving unique qualities into a harmonious union or unity is bringing the qualities and the skills that you share individually into the relationship to show that other person that they are not alone in this experience of life. As with any relationship, Allie and I have also had our own external challenges that could truly have caused discord or discontent or disconnection in the relationship. But Allie and I believe in following core principles that always bring us back home to one another, which is the ground level stability that any divine partnership or any relationship really truly needs. And with that said, I believe that there are three core focuses for that dynamic, which also speaks just to the living, breathing embodiment that is self mastery. And the first part is communication. Communication. Communication will always be one of the attributes that is always evolving in any relationship. However, in the tapestry of Allie and I's relationship, communication has been the golden thread that we make it a point to come back to. Allie and I have celebrated together during times of pure joy and expansion, but also have weathered the storms that come by openly communicating during the more challenging moments. There will always be disconnect or friction when you have two opposing opinions. But the one thing that is so beautiful about effective communication is about taking emotion out of the core communication moments to find a balance and bridge the connection back to home or back to center within the relationship. Another important point about communication, especially between Allie and I, is effective communication isn't just about talking about goals and aspirations or the things that we want to manifest together in the partnership, but it's also about sharing our deepest fears, our extreme doubts, and any struggles that we may have in the relationship to find solace in each other's understanding. I can definitely speak vulnerably here that I have met many fears and doubts that I did not necessarily know I had until I entered into a divine partnership with Allie. But that is what I believe one of the most transformative aspects of a divine partnership to be is unlocking these unconscious fears and doubts that your conscious mind probably was not aware of, to come to the space of healing and accepting through those to ultimately create a whole new reality that is available to you with the right partner in your life. Another important quality about Allie and I's relationship is ultimately finding balance and connection through our values, dreams, and aspirations. On the threshold of creating a life and legacy together, especially through partnership and marriage, Allie and I recognize the immense privilege and responsibility that this entails. Allie and I take building a life together seriously by envisioning a shared future and taking deliberate steps to nurture that future. And what this means is we Make it a point to set a course that aligns with our values, dreams, and aspirations, a course that will inspire us and those our journey will touch. Touching upon this a little bit more is, say, for instance, that I have a dream of traveling the world. And although Allie necessarily doesn't have the biggest dreams of traveling the world, he does enjoy traveling to try new foods or to meet and experience different cultures. That's where we would align our values, our dreams, and aspirations around that particular experience to make the dream or the aspiration most enjoyable for us individually, but ultimately how that connects to us and activates that experience collectively. Aligning values, dreams, and aspirations in relationships, I think, is one of the most fun parts of being in partnership with one another, is because you can, again, see the world and experiences from a different perspective. You see it through a different lens, but you create a blueprint for the future where you can experience those things with someone that you genuinely enjoy being around every single day. And kind of bringing the main points full circle, you'll notice that I want to put another emphasis on leadership lessons in relationship. So Allie and I, again, we value the leadership lessons and reminders that our relationship has reminded us of. As we embark on the exhilarating adventure of planning our wedding and charting the path forward in marriage, we do so with our hearts brimming with the wisdom of the lessons we've learned prior to meeting one another, but most importantly, the lessons and the wisdom that we've learned since we entered into a relationship with one another. Through our relationship, Allie and I have been reminded that leadership isn't confined to boardrooms or business meetings. Leadership is woven into the fabric of our lives, both individually and collectively, intricately entwined with every decision we make as a couple, as well as the decisions we make as individuals. In true introspective form, the question, "Will you marry me?" has catalyzed a transformation for me, transcending mere words. This question has kindled a fire that propels both Allie and I to lead with love, empathy, and intentionality. Allie and I have discovered that our story and relationship is not just about us. Allie and I's relationship, especially the energy and dynamic that we share with one another, is a testament to the enduring power of partnership. This partnership has shown me and has actually affirmed that we're a living testament to the leadership lessons we continue to unearth and embrace. As Allie and I step forward, we do so with gratitude for the lessons of the past, the lessons and reminders of the present, and ultimately the dreams, aspirations, and the future that's to come. Allie and I step forward with the excitement for the journey ahead, and we step forward with an unwavering commitment to lead each other toward a future surpassing our wildest dreams. I would love to share more about the lessons and reminders and reflections that I've had through this relationship, which has inspired a potential part 2 of self-mastery in romantic relationships. And the initial idea that I had was to walk through my personal self-mastery blueprint that has led me into manifesting such a conscious partnership and relationship and soon to be marriage into my life. If this is something you think would be beneficial to either practice yourself or lead you into your own storytelling component on how to talk about your relationship when it comes to a thought leadership topic, let me know. You can reach out to me online or shoot me an email and let me know if this is, again, something of value. And I will be sure to look at the next episode to talk about self-mastery, again, as it pertains to conscious partnership, relationship, and marriage.